Welcome back to Just a Little. Valiant Hearts, the Great War. Apparently, taxis to Marne. Partisan taxis are requisitioned. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing they've gotten taxis to go to Marne. The Germans at the gate. In September 1914, the Germans' advance took them to within 20 miles of Paris. The government had already fled to Bordeaux and was expecting Paris to fall. In the north, most of Germany was occupied, but under the king's command, 75,000 soldiers kept Ypres and Ussel out of German hands. Taxis to Marne. I get to learn. September 6th and 7th, 1914, General Gallieni requisitioned 630 Parisian taxis to transport troops rapidly to the Marne. While relatively few soldiers were actually transported, 4,000 in all, 3% of the total number of men deployed in the battle, the impact on the public was huge. The event became a symbol of solidarity for the nation, and the Marne counterattack saved Paris from German occupation. So that would have been probably pretty bad for France. And the broken wristwatch, a watch strap. A watch strap broken by a motor crank handle. Before battery ignition was developed, motor cars were started by cranking a handle. As the engine sparked into life, the operator had to let go of the hand smartly because the crank handle, now propelled by the engine, could cause a nasty accident. Yeah, by like ripping the guy's hand off, or other bad things that could possibly happen. As the beautiful young lady is off the wonder what that's for. Needs a wheel. How does it? Wheel. Tough girls, I love them. A wrench. I'm curious. Do I need? Ooh. I found all of the thingies. Yay! In this level. Newspapers, the main source of information was the newspaper. Radios were in their early days based on tube technology, and television did not exist. On top of the local and national news, a news section appeared in the newspaper dedicated to the events on the front. Some newspapers also published daily listings of POWs and war dead. That is quite sad. Oh, this guy dropped like all the pieces. I'm not gonna take that just yet because here is the. I wonder what she needs first aid. Boop, boop. I was like, what? And she's like a doctor lady. Aww. Now the little girl's happy. And I got a jar. A jar that I'm thinking I'm gonna fill with the water once I find that other wrench. I know. I need to find the triangle wrench. Where's the triangle wrench? Maybe I can use this one. Oh, I see. It was triangle with a plus sign on it. And let's fill up the engine with some good old water so it can stop overheating. And then chug this thing to life and drive! Drive this thingy away! This girl's badass. This is awesome. I love these music. Da, da, da. That's awesome. Ooh. You have no idea, guys, how large I'm smiling right now. This is actually really awesome. I'm dancing. That was absolutely amazing. Oh,
September 7th,
you have no idea how
1914.
much that made me smile.
Taxis drove all night. Anna was proud to help the soldiers reach the front line. When Anna arrived at her destination, she discovered the horrible truth with her own eyes.
What's she expecting? It's war. War's never pretty. Oh, that sounds bad.
Vas-y. No, 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 no.
I shall heal you with my juice stuff. Oh god, he's dying.
Allez, dépêche-toi, dépêche-toi. Vas-y. Non, non, non.
Okay, good. He's better. Oh, come on!
Oh. Non, 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 non.
Oh, I just now noticed that there's different button prompts for those things. I just kept pressing X. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
7 months went by. Driven by compassion, Anna devoted herself, body and soul, to healing the wounded and the sick. Every life saved was another small victory over the war. The conflict, however, raged on.
What's this? Shrapnel shell remnants. Shrapnel shell remnants, a shell containing lead bullets. Depending on its setting, the shell might explode on contact with the ground, sending its contents flying, or in the air for even more destructive results. And we have become experts of killing each other since then. And even then. War were declared. The situation is horrific here. Yesterday I was in a warm, cozy apartment, and now I'm in the depths of hell. There are so many dead, so many young lives lost. I managed to save one soldier this morning, but there are so many others to tend to. Tomorrow, I'll try to get closer to the front so I can help those most in need. Let's see. This morning in Ypres, von Dorf made us capture some scientists. The army is interested in his work, and apparently he'll help Germany win the war. He seems like a nice fellow, but it's hard to find out anything else about him. Von Dorf is keeping him closely guarded. Not a day goes by that I don't think about my Maria and my little Victor. I haven't seen them for 8 months now. I miss them so much. Oh, wait. I didn't read this one. This was earlier. Emil, there, right in front of me, sprawling on the ground. Why did his regiment have to come up against mine? I hope he pulls through. He's one tough cookie. I must find out what POW camp he's taken to. I missed that one too. Missed them by a whisker. Won't let it happen again. My younger brother's letter was sweet. It gave me a real boost. He's good back in the States. Miles away from this nightmare. That kid has a knack for getting himself into trouble. Those freaking shells nearly did it for me. There's no way I'm giving up so close to my goal. Apparently their leader's called Von Dorf. I'm going to get him. Everybody else are just pawns in this game to me. Freddy. Freddy looks like a monster. No, I don't need help. I need to grab this though. Nurse's Manual. The war effort suddenly required a larger medical corps, and there were not enough qualified personnel, so manuals were published and distributed to help volunteers train. The manuals provided a host of practical solutions to logistical and medical problems at the front, such as how to make a splint or stretcher using rifles and their straps. I must come back here then. That sounds god awful. I have to saw dude's leg off? Oh, that's important. Socks. I'm guessing those are socks. Yes, tallow socks. Socks soaked in refined tallow and coated with formol. The most effective way to beat the cold and the damp, frostbite, and other ailments. That, at least, was what the adverts had people believe. However effective the socks were, the soldier's best friend was a nice dry pair. Nothing, and a saw. Ugh. Before we saw dude's leg off, I think I'm going to get this guy's. Actually, I'm going to saw dude's leg off first. Ooh, what is that? That, it looks like, a mess tin with holes. Most dishes of this mess tin have holes in them. Not hugely practical for eating, perhaps, but life-saving for one soldier. The mess tin bag was worn at kidney height. When the shell exploded, the mess tin slowed down the searing hot shrapnel from in flight, which, although it wounded the soldier, helped him live another day. Mess tins were blackened using smoke to prevent them from glinting in the sunlight, which would give away your position and you would die, and I don't want to cut this dude's leg off, or arm off. Oh, this is not going to be cool. Oh, here it goes. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, she just... Thank you, ma'am, for removing that pesky arm. I didn't need it anyhow. He's okay. I don't know if you would call having your arm gone okay. I like my arms attached to me, preferably. Ooh, I got the hecatomb. That's not a C where the T is at. The first 3 months of the war saw especially heavy losses. August 22nd, 1914 was the bloodiest day of the whole war, with heavy casualties. The number of wounded were far greater than had been anticipated, and the military health services struggled to cope with the scale of conflict. Nurses were the angels of the Great War, and were generally volunteers recruited by the Red Cross, the Army, or the American ambulances to work long grueling shifts in hospitals both at the front and behind lines. They played the role of carers, mothers, and confidants. They often feature in soldier memoirs and were most sometimes their sole companion in death. The majority were demobilized at the end of hostilities. God. That makes me so sad. Well, I don't know what that was supposed to do, but Phil, press the, thank you. Thank you. He needs a crutch. I need to get this guy water. How about she's just like holding it like that, running with it. I'm not spilling a drop though. There you go, there's water for you. I'm not going that far yet. Oh, he's just cool? Just like that? There's gotta be a crutch somewhere. Crutch. I don't need the saw. I need crutches. I already used the saw to take off dude's arm. Oh, wait! I do need the saw. Okay. Got somebody's scarf. Scarf. Scarfray. I know. Definitely. Ah, letter. Letter from a Prussian soldier. My dear daughter, we are making headway through the French countryside. The landscape is beautiful. I'd rather much be enjoying it with you than killing people. I think of you all the time. Your father, Wolfgang. My guy's dead. Need medical attention. Boop. I just need his arm all bandaged up. You're welcome, good sir. I know. Gotta get this guy across. I don't need a hint. I just need to do all this stuff. Now the story parts are getting a little bit longer. I know, you're in massive amounts of pain. What, pray tell us? Comb? Lice comb. In their journals, soldiers often recount their losing war against lice and rats in the trenches. Apart from lice powder, the only other prevention against lice was the fine-toothed metal comb. Often when soldiers took leave behind the lines, they were scrubbed down with hot water, their clothing boiled, or a new uniform issued. Ooh, lice. Never had a problem with lice. Don't plan on having a problem with lice. Don't want a problem with lice. I'll make this guy a splint using the shovel. Yep. Okay. Somebody else is dying. Oh, you get down here.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, that is a bullet.
Allez, courage. Voilà, c'est bien. Courage, Noah. Allez.
Definitely a bullet.
The French officers were talking about Belgium. The German army was about to experiment with a new weapon near Ypres, Anna's hometown.
Papa!
Anna got en route to warn her father about the imminent danger. Reaching the outskirts of the city, Anna was greeted by the screams of sirens. The deadly gas was already here.
And I'm going to stop it right here. Thank you for watching just a little Valiant Hearts: The Great War. I will see you guys later.